patients being charged fees at the dentist's office for personal protective equipment.
Yeah, Maryland's Attorney General doesn't think it's right. While businesses work to rebound, so are consumers. WMER2 News' Mallory Stefaste tells us when providers may be able to add this to the bill and what to do if you think you've been unfairly charged.
Dentists already wore masks and protective glasses, but now we're seeing the need for face shields, sometimes head-to-toe coverings. Even so, the state is warning providers not to pass along the additional costs to consumers.
Before Karen Eney's dentist appointment in June, she received 2 calls and signed a waiver.
And there was nothing on there about the charges.
Then her bill came and she noticed a new fee.
I opened it and I went off. I said, wait a minute. $15 for PPE equipment?
She knows there are extra costs when doing business in a pandemic, but doesn't feel patients should foot the bill.
But I think about my mother, who's on a very limited fixed income. If every doctor she goes to, and she has some medical issues, if every doctor she goes to charges her for that, that's really going to run into her budget.
It may also violate the Consumer Protection Act.
Most of those plans prohibit providers from billing insured patients for overhead costs, administrative fees, or fees that are like an integral component of the service that they're providing.
The Attorney General's Health Education and Advocacy Unit has received around 17 complaints about PPE fees, ranging in price from $10 to $40.
We heard anecdotally from other carriers that one provider was charging $172, another was charging $300.
A spokesperson for the Maryland State Dental Association said acquiring PPE has been a tremendous challenge for Maryland dentists and the rising costs associated with it after being closed for several months without income. The group has advised dentists to contact their attorneys to make sure they're in compliance, and they're also working with insurance companies to urge them to help dentists with these added expenses.
We don't have a problem if they're processing the claim in a way that doesn't leave the patient on the hook, right? So we're fine with that. But when they start passing those costs on to the patients, when the contracts don't allow it, then the patients aren't getting the benefit of what they contracted for, and that's a problem.
This fee may be acceptable if you see an out-of-network provider or don't have insurance. However, the American Dental Association has said it's unethical to only charge uninsured patients or to only seek reimbursement for these fees from insured patients. Also, if you're not warned ahead of time about these fees for any medical provider, that may also be a violation of the Consumer Protection Act.
Thanks, Mallory. If you have any questions about your medical bills or would like to file a complaint, we have a link to the HEAU's form on our website at WMER2news.com/matterformallory. And for more stories to help you make it through these tough times, head to our website at WMER2news.com/Rebound Maryland, and also check out the Facebook group that we've set up, Rebound Maryland. You can stop by there for discussions on issues, problems, or successes that people have been sharing.